What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So LSU's offense has the ball first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a...
There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Had to throw it before he wanted. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. To throw again. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Turning it on. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Reads and fires complete. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, LSU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They feed him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. It's a running room, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they've been jumped all over, and they really need to put together a scoring drive here, down 21. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Got his man in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a third and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. The running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground with the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Rides to back and leaves it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll run it from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Past the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do it.
Oh, he's got some space. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
From inside his own 10. And now the hit knocks it loose. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown LSU! And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the returner will be dragged down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Cornelius. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Rushes on him. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to...
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be...
Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Snags it over the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Bring in the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with him.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Breaks free in the middle. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking downfield to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Back to throw, it's Cornelius. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going to run it. Creates a little room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a...
Turning it on! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, better look out. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 18. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Split backs here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so...